And welcome to the Lake Area High School Basketball Coaches Show. Today we get to figure out what's going on with the Versailles Tigers and head coach Jason Ollison. The Lake Area High School Basketball Coaches Show is brought to you by COMC, Central Ozarks Medical Center, the O'Sullivan Bruce Group, part of RE/MAX Lake of the Ozarks, and Slumberland Furniture, Slumberland at the Lake. And on the Coaches Show this week, we're focusing on the Versailles Tigers. Head coach Jason Ollison with us. Man, thank you. I mean, you come to the studios today in a snowstorm, icy roads. Your greatness. Thank you so much.
No problem. We just appreciate you guys doing this and giving the kids a little platform to where people can kind of see what's going on. That's
Boy,
awesome.
And we appreciate you, that's for sure. So you guys have had the Versailles Tigers quite the roller coaster ride this year. I think you've had like 3 win streaks of 2 games or more and 3 losing streaks of a couple games or more. So it's like feast or famine for you guys.
Yeah, we're pretty streaky right now, and when you shoot as many threes as we do, you're going to have that. And defensively, we've had some games where we're starting to figure things out, and then we kind of take 2 steps back, and then we're hoping for 3 steps forward when districts gets here.
Yeah, that's one thing we've noticed because we have had the opportunity on Lake TV of carrying several of your games. It's a really emotional team. When you hit a 3, you usually follow that up with a steal or 2. You make a good run. You guys can score like 10, 12 points in about 20 seconds. You're never out of a game.
Well, that's what we try to preach to the guys. Keep the energy level up, keep things running, because we're gonna give up 10, 12 points in a row, but then we can turn around and get 20. Go on a 20-0 run for the next 30, 40 seconds, whatever it is. But the guys, for the most part, are buying into it. They really enjoy it, but it can be a little stressful as a coach sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. So down to the last few games of the regular season now. Are you pretty pleased with the way the season's gone, how the team has progressed?
I mean, you want to win every game, but I'm really happy with the way the guys have bought into the style and doing something a little bit different. We've got a lot of young guys that are getting a lot of experience this year, and that's going to pay its dividends down the road. But right now we're just trying to get things geared up for districts and figure out exactly where we need to tweak things and how things are going to work out down the stretch.
Yeah. Okay. So of course it's been the COVID year. COVID hit Versailles football really hard. How's it been for you guys? Has it affected you much?
Not too much. We've had a few JV guys that have been quarantined. We haven't, knock on wood, we haven't had anybody test positive since the season started, but we've had some guys quarantined and doing some things. But we battle through it just like everything else. It's not something we can control, so we just do what we can and move through it.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys do the run and gun style, as we talked about. You full court press all game, you're after those threes, 43s at least a game.
Yep, that's the goal.
Yeah, the kids, I'm guessing they're loving that. Do they enjoy that style?
Oh, they enjoy it a lot. When you have a green light, you don't have to worry about whether it's a good shot or a bad shot. It takes all the stress out of playing for them, and that's kind of what we want. We just want them to go out there and have fun and enjoy the game.
Yeah, I mean, it does take the pressure off of them when you say, hey, if you get a 3 and you're open, take it, right?
Absolutely, and we get on to guys when they turn them down. He's like, well, coach, I've missed the last 3 or 4. It's like, that's okay. Look at your percentage. You're bound to make the next one, so just keep shooting it. And, the real reason is we're so small, we're not going to get rebounds in close. We're going to get long rebounds, and long shots produce long rebounds, and that's what we're after.
Yeah.
If we don't make it, we want to have a shot to clean it up, and that's kind of what we're doing.
I wish my coach would have told me that when I was playing high school ball. Hey, you got a shot, just take it, baby. I mean, that would have been a dream come true.
Well, my coach didn't tell me that, but I did it anyway, so that may be part of the reason why I like the style so much.
So the kids are loving it. How about the coach? Are you enjoying coaching this style of game?
I enjoy watching the kids have fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a lot of sleepless nights to where I think, man, we could have done this or we should have done that, but that's with any style that you play. Big picture, kids are having fun. They're learning how to play a little bit, and they're rooting for each other. And that's something that we've struggled with in the past. Sometimes we get cliques that don't root for each other and do things. And this year, all the guys are rooting for each other, and that's a life lesson. That's a lot more than just basketball.
Wow, and that really is the foundation of it all, isn't it?
Yep.
I mean, it's nice to win, but that's not what it's all about. You're teaching these kids life lessons.
Yeah, we're trying to. We're trying to get them to root for each other and understand that when you're a part of something, you're a part of the whole thing, and even if you're not the one having the individual success, as long as the group's doing what they need to be doing, that's the main goal.
Yeah. So is this style, and this is really the first year you've done this style at Versailles anyway, is this something you want to do going forward?
If we have the numbers, I would love to. I think it's really beneficial for the kids. I think it gives them an opportunity to go out and relax and play. But you don't always have 12 or 13 guys that you can roll out there. So we just take it year by year and based on what we have. If we've got big tall guys that can score inside and we can rebound, we'll slow that thing down and pound it inside. This year we don't have that, so we're going to go fast.
That is what makes a good coach, though, is when you have the ability to adjust to the players that you have, right? I mean, I've noticed over the years, the coaches who have a system, they never change from that system no matter what the players are doing. That can get them in trouble.
It can be difficult, especially at the high school level where you don't get to pick the kids that you have. And, we would all love to have 3 shooting guards, 3-point guards, and 3 big post players.
A couple of 7-footers,
right, But the thing is, you don't always have that every year. So you have to be flexible, and you got to be able to tweak what you're doing and try to fit your personnel.
We are talking with Coach Jason Ollison about the Versailles Tigers here on the Lake Area High School Basketball Show. We'll have more right after this. What is COMC? A health center where everyone has access to high-quality, affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health care, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Offering primary care, preventative, chronic, pediatrics, and OBGYN. COMC even offers comprehensive dental and same-day emergency care. A health center that focuses on every aspect of your health. Everything your family needs to stay healthy. At COMC, your health is our mission.
This is one of the biggest furniture events of the year, the President's Sale at Slumberland.
Come on.
Slumberland Furniture has the best prices around on all sorts of furniture. And right now at our President's Sale, everything is an additional 25% off our already low price.
This is totally you.
Oh. Yeah, this is the winner.
Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge President's Sale at Slumberland.
How to sell your house. First, take pictures, put them on Facebook, take off work to hold an open house and lead tours, call a lawyer, negotiate a contract, and pay your lawyer. Send the contract to a title company, schedule an appraisal, schedule an inspection, fill out a mountain of paperwork, sign a contract that you barely understand, and finally, you've closed. Well, unless you messed up one of the earlier steps, in which case, start the whole thing over.
Or you could just call us. That's probably what I would do. Me too.
The O'Sullivan Bruce Group, selling the lake lifestyle.
Welcome back to the Lake Area High School Basketball Coaches Show. We are talking with Versailles Tigers head coach Jason Ollison today. So, Coach, down to the last few games of the regular season, playoffs right around the corner. What do you want to see from the guys heading into the postseason?
Well, we just want to try to build some momentum. Defensively, we need to do a little better job of forcing turnovers and getting up and down the floor. But the main thing is if we can stay healthy and get a little momentum going, that's the main goal.
Yeah, I think I want to take a few days off from Lake TV come district tournament time because your district is going to be fun.
Yeah,
I think it's wide open.
It's going to be very competitive. Osage and Buffalo are the top 2 teams right now, but Warsaw and Eldon are no slacks either. So it's going to be a really fun tournament.
Yeah, and the way your team plays, the way you shoot threes, every game that we've covered, if you would have hit 2 or 3 more threes, you would have won the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you take a lot of threes.
Yeah, we're averaging about 50 a game, and it seems like a whole lot, but in the scheme of things, we're getting about 100 possessions. So if you can get 100 possessions and start knocking down some shots, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Yeah. Who are you most proud of this year? Your players that you've seen step forward and grow.
Our seniors this year have completely and utterly bought in, and the adjustments that they've had to go through, because when you play a certain style your entire life and then the last year coach throws something new at you, but they haven't subsided from their buy-in, and they just absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And that's who I'm proud of all our guys, obviously, but those guys they've had to make the biggest adjustments.
Yeah, and so much youth on that team. The Versailles Tigers basketball in the next few years is going to be pretty exciting.
That's what we're hoping for. We've got a good group of freshmen. Even the guys that aren't playing varsity this year, the JV guys and the freshman guys have improved so much, and it's just it's fun to watch that growth, and it's fun to watch those guys just get it more than anything. So and you are also the baseball coach of the Versailles Tigers. So
once the basketball season's over, I'm guessing you start looking forward to baseball, right?
And we've already started once we got back from Christmas. We
Wow.
have some morning stuff where we get the guys in and hit and throw a little bit, and then my assistant coaches run most of that, obviously this time of year. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We don't spend a lot of time thinking about what has happened because the next thing's always coming up.
Right, absolutely. What's the hardest part of being a high school basketball coach? Is it parents? Is it just the time that it takes? We were talking the other night at a game, and I said, what's your pick on this? You said, well, I don't know, I'm going to be watching game tape, right? So it takes a lot of time.
It does, and it's time away from my family, and that's probably the hardest part is because unless my kids are in the gym with me, I don't really get to see them a whole lot. And now, as a kid, they love it because they just want to go play ball and do those things. But there's some things that you miss out on, and it's something that my wife and I talk about all the time. We don't just have 4 kids. We've got a whole bunch of kids that we've been coaching for the last 20 years. And I say we because she's just as big a part of it as I am. And that's what makes it rewarding is when you see all these kids enjoying themselves and learning and turning into grown men.
Absolutely. That is the key right there. Mm-hmm. Okay, you ready for some fun questions?
Sure.
Last time of the year, I'm kind of sad because this is our last Lake Area High School basketball coaches show with Coach Ollison this year. This season went fast, didn't it?
They don't take long, that's for sure. That's
I'm
what
telling you
try
what.
to tell those guys. Enjoy every minute.
It has been so much fun, though, getting to know you. So thank you for your time.
Well, thank you.
Really appreciate that. So who was your favorite teacher on any level?
My high school basketball and baseball coach, Wes Rowden, he was our social studies teacher as well, and he was able to find things in me that I didn't know I had as far as leadership things and just different ways of getting across to me. And he probably had, as a teacher, the most impact of anyone that I've had coach or teach me.
Right, and probably a great lesson for you to see how valuable a teacher coach can be.
Absolutely. It wasn't just the sports part of it that he was concerned with. There was a lot of things in my life that he wanted to make sure that I had right, and I had a great support system in my family as well. But Coach Rowden, he did a wonderful job of caring for me.
Wow, that is so cool. We'll have to send a copy of the show to him.
Absolutely.
So there you go. Your favorite subject in school, what did you like?
PE was always my favorite because I just wanted to play ball. But
that and recess.
That's right. That's right. No, history was always the thing for me. Now I teach science now. When I was in high school, you'd have told me I was going to be a science teacher for 15 years. I'd have called you crazy. But I enjoy teaching science. But social studies and PE were always my favorite subjects in school.
Science, right? So do you do those like volcano experiments in class and stuff like that?
Yep, we do. We blow some stuff up. We burn things down. We have a lot of fun. So
man, I want to be in your class, man. What is the most scared you have ever been? Is there a time of your life that pops out?
Well, when my oldest son was a couple years old, he was dragging his toy tractors up the stairs, and we didn't have railings on the side of our stairs. He took a nosedive from about 9 steps high right onto the concrete floor, and I wasn't so sure that he was going to breathe after that. But I got down there and got him picked up, and he started screaming, and things were back to normal. But that was about as scared as I've ever been in my life.
Wow, and as a parent,
Yep.
that'll do it. What's the most happy you've ever been in your life?
When I was married to my wife, that day was very fun, and I didn't think that I would ever find a day more happy than that. But when my kids were born, that sealed the deal. So yeah, it's pretty neat deal.
Smooth, man. We're going to have to send a copy of this to your wife, too. Wow, that is greatness. All right. Would you rather be hot or cold? That's a good question because it's been so cold lately.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the cold.
No.
I'll take 110 degrees and 90% humidity like we get here in Missouri in the summers above what we got going on right now.
Yeah, well, thank you again for braving the winter weather and coming in for the show today. You like pets? You like animals?
We have some.
Yeah.
They weren't my choice. My children children wanted them. I'm not much. I always said I don't want pets. I've got kids. So, no, I'm not a big pet person, but my family sure is, and they love them. And so if they love them, I'll love them.
Or do they have one of everything, or what's the favorite pet in the house?
We've got a couple dogs and a couple cats, and anytime there's a turtle that walks across the yard, it ends up in the house as well. My youngest daughter, Maddox, she loves anything reptile, so turtles, lizards, anything she can find.
Wow, well that's good for a science teacher.
Absolutely,
right?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, and you like fishing. I guess since you like the heat, you might like fishing. What's your favorite thing to do when you're down?
Well, you know, I don't get to go fishing much because during the summer we've got 3 sports that we're trying to manipulate and work through. But I do enjoy every once in a while getting to the banks with my dad and my kids and fishing off the banks. I'm not a big boat person, but I do enjoy fishing off the banks a little bit.
Wow, it's been such a pleasure to get to know you, Coach. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
That is Coach Jason Ollison, Versailles Tigers. If you get a chance to watch the Tigers play, you got to go see them because it is run and gun and nothing but fun. So thank you, Coach. Thank you for joining us for the Lake Area High School Basketball Coaches Show. And be sure to join us every weekday at 9, 4, and 10.